Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Science of Thriving, my birthday celebration, sharing with you today. Today's my birthday, and I am here to just share with you recent downloads, a lot of deep reflections and contemplations, and things that I have found super helpful for my practice, for my clients, for my patients, and in my personal life. And it's been quite some time since I've gone live. And I apologize, I am a little late. It was supposed to be 12 minutes ago, but tech issues here. Um, so today I am excited for you to join me in talking about the science of thriving, where we really access the inner healing and body wisdom. Because my firm belief, my firm belief is that health, total wellness, energy, good mood is within your reach, is available to anybody, wherever you are in your health and wellness. If you're feeling tired a lot, if your mood, if you're depressed, if you're anxious, if you have a big diagnosis like um, the big C, your menopause is not feeling well, your blood pressure, anything, whatever it is, I'm here to remind you that the body is the best technology, is the most advanced technology, is the best machine. And it's super accessible the moment you choose and you walk that path. I'm Dr. Patricia. I'm an integrative women's health doctor. I've served at least 15,000 women for more than a decade. I'm also the founder of Thrive Life Center, an integrative wellness center here in Tucson, and opening soon in Philippines in Manila, where we will be featuring the first scalar machine. Uh, it's a beautiful, phenomenal healing modality that I'm excited to open there also in the Philippines. Our focus today is going back to the root cause that our past experiences, your hormones, your nervous system shapes the way how you show up at work, how you show up in your life, in your relationship, and how you show up essentially for yourself. No, and by the end I want you to not only understand but have the tools, like tools that you can immediately use today, to really feel the rewire and to really feel the shift. And so you feel mood is elevated, um, thoughts are more hopeful, and those feelings aren't just energy, frequencies, and vibration. It is a directive to your cells. It is a directive to your genes. And there are there are three portal framework to access that thriving self. And the first is the inner child and trauma. Accessing, rewiring, and elevating the inner child narrative, the story behind the little girl, the little boy, you. And what are the deficiencies around that still shows up? The way you handle your stress, the way you handle your relationship, your life. The next gateway that we will talk about is the hormonal and lymphatic flow. How hormones and the lymphatics play in a role in the overall flow, the overall sensation of balance in your life. How biology, this tangible body, impacts the emotions that can lead to you feeling energized or burnt out, that can lead you to feeling depleted or super vital. And lastly, the nervous system. How to access the nervous system so you're not on the edge all the time. And we will discuss the difference between sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system and how you can access the brain nervous system that is beyond the survival, which is the thriving self, the parasympathetic, where there is no saber-tooth tiger, there is no immediate work that you need to do right now, that you don't need to check your phone the first thing in the morning with 100 messages. Life is good. There's time. And another bonus that's also kind of under the nervous system is the power of words. How words are the one of the best creators of our reality. And when you hear, sense, feel how your words reflect your inner and outer world, then you can really tweak it, shift it, and then you get to define how it needs to be. Okay? Inner child and trauma, the first pillar, the first gateway portal. And honestly, this is really like the main landscape, the main foundation that I walk my clients through. And for those who are new to this work, it can be confusing because it sounds so intangible, like inner child. Like, how can I access that inner child? And but when you really see how childhood imprints are really the one that is driving your grown behavior, when you make that connection, it will flow easier. Let me state an example. So a lot of women will show up to me, oh, my hormones feel imbalanced, I'm having this hot flash, I need to be more fertile, I want to get pregnant, I can't sleep, I'm so stressed out, my hair is falling because I'm so stressed at my work. And then I walk them through, okay, let's unpack that. Why do you think, what's happening in your life? How did you create this behavior of how you perform and show up in the world? What was your belief? Why can't you access that everything will work out? That there is a timing for everything. And usually it's the how you were parented, how work productivity is valued, or you feel unseen, unheard, unsupported, unprotected when you were a little child. Therefore, you need to do it all on your own. Or nobody was there. Your parent was so busy that you felt lonely, and in your loneliness, that boredom can turn into the workaholism or the food addiction or anything to fill up the deficiency. And interesting enough is, I see ranges from newborn to 95 years old. And especially those who are older than me, I'm always curious, like, what makes them even show up to someone who's younger, to someone who didn't really go through what they've gone through. They're more elder than me. But because sometimes that little girl needs to be seen and heard the way that she was not as a little child. But when you can connect that and access that it's actually you that can mother yourself, you that can really be take ownership of that happiness, it becomes easy. It flows. No? Some examples is as a child, if you were unseen, and in your marriage, when your husband or your wife doesn't pay attention to you, you overreact. So these are the telltale signs. Or in work, any rejection, deadline, criticism, just triggers that feeling of not enoughness. And you had the moment where you felt that your reaction is bigger than the situation. So it's really that little girl who doesn't feel understood. And the hard truth sometimes that we need to accept is no one else will make you feel fulfilled, completed, seen, and heard the same way that you can for yourself. No one can cheer you up, be your own cheerleader the way that you can. And the moment you stop outsourcing the permission and the validation, the moment that you say, hey, little girl, I see you, I see your efforts at work. Hey, little girl, I see you grinding and hustling. You don't need to so much. It's enough. The moment that you mother your own deficiency, that little girl will feel again the joy of life, being present, connecting again to that wonder. And then life becomes play again. You don't need to like work hard so much. And honestly, this concept, I feel like the moment you nail this down, everything flows, because that is health. Health is when everything flows fluidly. If you unstuck the trauma from that inner child, that's when everything will feel like you can do it, because you're not outsourcing anymore. So even the hypertension, why do you need that high blood pressure medication when you're your biggest cheerleader with your whatever stressor that is, that deadline? Oh, you got it. Stress release. It's inside you. The medicine is inside you. The next concept, the next gateway. Oh, sorry. Before I go into that next, the number one, the top three is the not enoughness, unseen, and then the last is shame. It's really shame. Shame is the lowest vibration, the lowest frequency. And I don't say that in a woo-woo kind of way. It's literally in hertz. It's measured. It's the slowest moving energy. So it's sluggish. There's no flow. You're stuck. When you're ashamed of your what happened to your life, what happened to your date, what happened to how you reacted to your child, to your partner, it's hard to move it. It's hard to get past it. It's hard to feel refreshed. So knowing exactly where the shame is coming from, how you were shamed before, why was that even judged as shameful when you were a little child? When you're conscious of the unconscious, you can move it. You can flow it. Sometimes not immediately, and that's where I come in, how we can move that energy of shame. And instead of using feeling as a failure of how you didn't perform, use it as a data. Data. How can I improve upon it? Okay, now I see her. Oh my gosh, how shamed she felt in that situation. Let me share with you a recent shame dose that I had to move past. So I was sharing with you how recently or how we are opening Thrive Life Center soon. It should have been open by now. I should have been in the Philippines But you know, red tape, Philippine bureaucracy, yeah, it's mega delayed. And there was a bit of shame in that. Like, how could I not have seen that? How could I allow my family be uprooted? All that stress, all that tension. And my mentor, hello, Dr. Hind, if you're tuning in, if you're seeing this, and she recognized that, yeah, there's some shame in that, that I was ashamed that it didn't work out the way I planned it. But the moment it got conscious, I moved through it. I let it go. It's not linear. Sometimes it's there. But the moment you recognize the unconscious, you flow. Second gateway, hormonal balance. This is probably the top 1, 2 reason why people see me, because they think it's their hormones. And partly yes, because we are hormones. Almost all of our body is hormones. And it doesn't, it's not so in the forefront, but the lymphatic flow. One of my favorite drink, flavored psyllium husk, good for digestion, for gut health. So more and more people know about cortisol, the adrenaline, how the stress hormones show up. And stress is not bad. It becomes only bad if there is no fluctuation to repair and rest. Stress is good if you are able to pause from it. Stress is good because it gives you bigger muscle, stronger resiliency when you allow yourself to repair. So if you're high cholesterol, which is a stress hormone, it shifts all the other hormonal systems. So you need to know how to decompress from the cortisol, usually through rhythms. And the oversimplified way to add more rhythm to your life so you can release the unnecessary cortisol, because you need cortisol when you need to perform. The unnecessary cortisol, you release it with the concept of there needs to be an inhalation, work, 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 and then exhalation. Let's enjoy the seeds that I planted, the projects that I started. Let's enjoy the night, the darkness, the pause. I'm allowed to have the inhalation and then exhalation. And it doesn't need to wait until the end of the night. In fact, it's best to do exhalation every 90 minutes to 3 hours. Map out your time and day, map out your whole life, or not whole life, let's do 12 months. Every 2 to 3 months should have an exhalation points. Not always like doing this project, finishing this whatever at home, at work. There needs to be a fluctuation. So you're flowing. You're not stuck in like just linear up, 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 or down, 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 nothingness. And sleep is super duper important to that rhythm. And I have another sleep workshop. I talked about the science of sleep, how you can get deeper sleep to get to that restorative where there is deep cellular repair. Joy, my assistant, if you can put the link down below how to access that sleep workshop. And then the other one is to balance hormone is the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system is unique because it does not have a heart. Compared to your red blood cells or your blood, regardless if you exercise or not, it's gonna move because there's a pump. The lymphatic is part of your fluid system, your immune system, your hormonal system that does not have a pump, which means for it to move, for it to not stagnate, for it to have health and vibrancy, you need to move it. And the best and side effect if you have low lymphatic is fatigue, your metabolism can be low, brain fog, bloating. So knowing lymphatic movement is gonna be key. Game changer for your metabolism, game changer for your cardiovascular health, because lymphatic and cardiovascular is hand in hand for immune system. And one easy way is doing fascia blasting. Fascia work, releasing the fascia. The fascia is literally the one that holds everything. Everything. And we can dive deeper into fascia work in next workshops, or when you work with me, I really go deep also with fascia. So simple biohacks or bioenhancing. I don't like the word hack because you don't need to hack our system because it's the best system. It's the best technology. How to enhance how you're made by the creator, by the divine design, is the morning sunlight. That's one of the best way to regulate your cortisol. First thing in the morning, don't let that blue light from your phone and allow 100 people inside your bedroom through your phone access daylight. It has very healing power to regulate the cortisol, the pineal gland, and the whole hormonal system. The next is dry brushing and rebounding. So if you have a trampoline with your kids or yourself, do rebounding. That's one of the best lymphatic workout. And fascia blasters. So when it's a really, really stressful day, I do an extra dose of fascia blasting with my vibration plates and a fascia blaster in my shower. And I kid you not, sometimes it even feels better than a 1 hour of yoga and a 1 hour of workout. And that's just like 10 minutes. So who here has 10 minutes? If you have 10 minutes, do the fascia blasting. If you have 5 minutes, do the vibration plate. Invest in that vibration plate. Help your bone density, help your lymphatic flow, and help your whole system. Okay? And the last concept is the nervous system. The nervous system regulation, knowing your processing style. How does your nervous system process information, process stress? And we actually have 3 type of processing system. And if you know what your processing system is, it's easier to manage it. Not just manage, to be a creator of whatever outcome you want. More balance, better sleep, better mood, better libido, joyful hope, and you have less tendencies to overeat or have an excuse not to work out. The 3 processing style is either you're a visual processor, a somatic processor, or an auditory processor. And you can be all of 3, you just have possibly 1 or 2 dominant. So a visual processor are typically the ones that regulate through their environment. If like it's so colorful, or there's that piece of art or piece of beauty in their space, they feel like, so good. But if there's that one thing in the environment that they can see that's just so off, it stresses them out. And I have a beautiful, beautiful visual processing regulator right now. It's a gift from my mentor, Dr. Hind. These beautiful flowers. And to my eyes, it's just puts me in a beautiful mood. And I get it. Life is not perfect, especially for me, mom of three. How can my environment look pristine? It's just currently impossible for me. So my advice for those visual processor, instead of scanning the room of what's wrong, scan the room of what is beautiful, what is visually pleasing for you. A lot of women will scan the room and they can't help but see that one thing. Oh, the carpet needs this, or oh, my closet needs that. And focusing on what is not working rather than the 70, 60, more than 50% that's working in their space. So scan the room and then focus on what gives you joy, what is pleasing to your eyes. If there's none, add. And then commit, this will be my visual regulator. It could be memories, images, crystal, artwork, flowers, anything that will trigger your eyes. Next is the auditory processor. So the auditory processors, these are people who are usually like their tone, they go high and lows. They love to like do sound trips, or they don't easily get overstimulated when it's noisy. Sometimes they actually thrive when it's noisy. They could ride it, especially if the sound is something that they like. But they're also the ones that really could tune in to silence. When there's silence, they really repair. Words are also very healing for them. Tones. So they could pick up, like if someone talks to them like this, if someone was a little bit heavy toned with them, that gives them stress. That's how they process the world. So if you are an auditory, affirmations to yourself will help, because, and I will get to the power of words too. High vibration are birds. The birds are very high vibration. They really help the nervous system feel more relaxed. The other one too is humming. Humming will combine both the sound and the somatic. Soma is body. Hum. So they're hearing it and feeling it. Hum to the music that you like. And that will stimulate your vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is very important to your stress management. Okay? Words, the bonus section, the power of words. Words is the telltale sign how you were, you are, and how you can be in the future. One example, I had a patient who, I caught it, she said something like, yeah, I was an accident. And immediately I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. It captured everything, right? From the inner child. Imagine identifying being an accident. So the not enoughness was so present in her life, and everything that happens on her daily basis feels like a chore because accidents happen. Things can go wrong. And when we caught it and I tried to reframe and rewire, did you hear that? How can we empower that word? How can we, instead of accident, what is a better definition? And even the word definition. Are you deaf to the words that you're hearing? Hear it. Because your cells, whether you believe it or not, hears it. There is an emerging science now saying how really the cells feel and hear every word that you say. And it reacts and responds to your directive. So the reframe that we did was that instead of she's an accident, she was a pleasant surprise. And now the exercise is, instead of dreading the day and now feeling the discharge from I'm an accident, recharging what will be the surprise. Surprises happen. Somatic processors are the ones that could really feel it in the body. Tight chest, stomach knots, shaky hands, the ones that need to pull their hair, scratch when they're stressed, bite their nails. So these somatic processors are the ones that also even more need that fascia blasting. Anything that can make the body feel held, seen, stimulated, touched, hugged. Breath work is also an excellent somatic exercise to rewire. Shaking, stretching. So for those who are watching live replay, know in the comments below, what processing style are you, and what's your commitment to help you process, digest, and detox from those that stresses you? Because when we process, we're able to make it flow better, and health is flow. Which one resonates with you the most? Auditory, somatic, or visual? And hear yourself, no? Add on that power of words, or feel or see the word. I feel stuck. I am carrying the weight of the world. I'm constipated. Like, okay, why are you constipated? What are you not letting go? Weight in the world. Okay, what is it that feels or looks heavy in your world? How can we unload that? Is it your calendar? Is it the music? I feel, what are the top ones? I don't feel I have energy. Okay, what is low and what is leaking in your time and energy? So words aren't random. They are coded messages. If the body gives us the feedback to act out like a little girl, like, hey, I'm not feeling well, pay attention. They're having a tantrum. Words are the same. The same. They are coded messages from our subconscious on what's really happening to our nervous system and to our health. When we change the language, consciously changing it, we're shifting and healing. Shift is movement. Health is flow. So I hope, that gives you a gateway to really access that flow, to really get into the consciousness of healing, to really be in that stance. Stand in the trust that your body is made to heal. And it's not as overwhelming or complicated as people would think. Everything is inside of you, right here, right now. It's a matter of you trying it out, these concepts, and see the shift. And you can thrive anytime, anywhere. And you can live in both worlds, okay? I'm not saying that survival is bad. Survival is there for a reason, for you to survive. The problem with a lot of people when they're not holistic or full spectrum, they think they can't live in both worlds. It should be one way or the other. It can be both. You can be sad and have celebration at the same time. The same way that my birthday is going right now. There are things that aren't going well, but I won't let that as an excuse not to have celebration vibe in my bone. You can feel life is hard and yet see things that are going great. You can live in both worlds. That is what holistic medicine should be. That is life. You pendulum from stress to release. Joy, sadness. You're not stuck in one. You can be a rainbow life. You live in all of the worlds. And if you choose to stay longer in one, better. I hope this landed helps you, activates you, get you to where you need to be, to help you remember who made you, to get you to remember that you're powerful and that it's easy. It can be easy. This is my gift to you because I'm so inspired doing this, contemplating on this and like making it digestible, easy, not like you're lost. And share it with someone who needs help, someone who needs uplifting. If this can be a charging hour for her. We're now going 38 minutes. I love it. I didn't want it to go beyond an hour. So let's go down, ground down to the present moment and just maybe touch your body, squeeze your arm, rub your hands, and just be in the present moment. Close your eyes, take a breath. So 3 processing styles right there. Shutting the eyes, sensing the body, hearing the hum. Letting things flow. Let go of what you don't need anymore. And I'm taking my own medicine right here, right now. I am letting go. I am allowing things to flow more and more every day. And I'm allowing the newness, the freshness, the charge, the blessings, the help, the pause, the nothingness also to be part of my life. And when I need to move, when I need to be productive, I will be there, fully, wholly, energized, vital. Feel your heart, hands to your heart. Sense, see, hear what's working in your life. Let go of what's not working just for this moment. And access that emotion of gratitude, that emotion of wonder. Oh, what's next? And positively anticipating. So good. So I want you to grab a journal, a paper, a pen as our goodbye exercise and write freely for 3 to 5 minutes. Where do I notice my inner child reacting in my current relationships and work and to my self-talk? That little girl inside you, where does she show up? How can she be more seen, heard, nourished, nurtured by you? How can you get out of that victim mode and outsource what they should have done for you, how you should have been treated? Cut that. You create your own happiness. You create your own remedy. Your grown-ass person takes care of that little girl right here, right now. Second reflection, what message in your body? How is your body acting out that feels stuck and imbalanced? How can I create more flow in my life? And number 3, what new words or affirmation can I choose to keep repeating to shift your inner dialogue? Because that will be now your directive. Captain, where do we go from here? You don't have to choose between science and soul. Healing is both. And if today that resonated with you, I invite you to continue your journey with me. If you are in a space and time in your life where you want a deeper hand-holding, someone who is also going through life but still remembering how to thrive and have the capacity to really get you to that shift, so you can enjoy more of what you work hard for. It's about alignment. If you align with this and you want to align more, I'm here for you. There's many ways to work with me. If you're the type who wants to do a self-paced course, I have the Self-Love Challenge. It's a 14-day. It's so easy. It's jam-packed, but so potent for leaders in companies who are wanting a more holistic approach in your workspace. I have the Harmony Signature Program for corporate setting, where we take these concepts and align with your company value. I'm so excited for that too. And then for the one-on-one, of course, for that high-achieving woman and man who knows you deserve better and want an integrative approach. No stone left unturned, not overwhelming, simple, fast, efficient. I'm here for you. You can book a consult with me anytime. Just direct message me. Join the Thriving Woman group. And I can't wait to hear your aha moments. There is also a free workbook and guided activation for the science of thriving. Please download it, share this to whoever needs healing. And thank you for spending your time with me. I really enjoyed this one. And to your healing, bye.